So we've just started doing classes for men, and one of the reasons that I became passionate about it is I realised that what we're doing with doTERRA is mainly for women, and it's accessible to women, and most of us guys just don't get it. How many of you have a husband or a partner or a son or a dad who you just wish they would use the oils every day? Who has that? Who's found it hard to get them to accept it and take it on? Yep. And I've been thinking about and ruminating about this for quite a while, and what I've realised is that the whole system and the way we teach our classes is really, really geared towards women, and it's inaccessible for a lot of us guys. It's too complicated. We are simple creatures, us men. Okay? Very, very simple. All of you would be able to just name 3 things that if you give your husband, everything's fine, right? I know what you're thinking over there, okay? And yes, that's probably one of them. But really, one of the major things that we need to do is keep it super, super simple. Because men are really, really basic, and we don't want it complicated. And if it's complicated and it involves lots and lots of work, we're not going to do it. Okay? Women, you are hardwired now to take care of yourselves, because you've developed the habit of loving yourselves and looking after your bodies and looking after yourselves in lots of different ways. Emotionally, you look after yourselves way better than men do, because you get together and you have girly chats and you get on the phone every day for an hour and a half, and you do all the things that you do, right? And you share tears, and everything that's minor gets made major. And then you have a talk about it, and then you realise it's minor again, and you move on. But as men, we don't do that, and we don't have that community necessarily in modern first world countries, and we don't do it very well. So the question then is, how do we make it simple for guys, and how do we get our guys involved, and how do we bring more men into the fold? Because it's my mission to bring more men into doTERRA. And whilst I love the fact that when I go to a doTERRA event and I have to go to the toilet, there's no line for me. I'd rather have a few more brothers around the place. So we've got a few here today. Who are the men here today? I know we've got Craig at the back somewhere hiding out. So thanks, John and Noel at the back. And we've got Phil here at the front, and Martin. Oh, hey, how you doing? And another one hiding over here doesn't want to say that they're here. But it's really great, and I'm working solidly to actually change the level of men at these events. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is to break things down for men and make it really simple. So we've developed a shopping list for men. I don't know if I'm in the way, can you see that? And it's around the simple things that men can get, okay? Now this is going to be downloadable. It's already on there free for you now at foodalchemy.com. Look under oils and then .com.au. Look under oils and then oil resources, and you can download these things that I'm talking about now for free. So this is a way that you could teach a class to men, very, very simple, and we do have definitely an emotional slant on it as well. So I teach around emotional support for guys, so mental support, and like Cherie, some of you know already that we've had a challenge in our family with a death of my brother a couple of years ago, and whilst that was a really horrible time, for me, following that, LLV and DDR Prime were actually my emotional aromatherapy kit. And they were what brought me back to being me when I was going the way that my brother clearly had. So I think that's such a powerful thing, and when we talk to blokes about that, it works. Who had a guy come to our last men's class at my place the other week? And how many of you had a guy come home and go, okay, I get it? And who went home and said, babe, can you order me that LLV thing? You heard that? Yeah. So how awesome is that? You finally get them cracked and go, okay, they get it now. So this is the price list, the entire price list for the men's class.
No, that's it there. There's a bit longer. It's a bit longer.
I think we're missing like the section at the bottom where it says FCO and diffuser and shipping. That's so there's not too much more to it. But that's accessible for men. Okay, we need to keep it really simple. For us, it's problem, give me a solution, I'm done. We don't need to know everything else. We don't want to know the complete... Like this stuff for all of us is like, you lost me at hello. All right? Now, but for me, whilst I have a kit now, believe it or not, the same as this, and a toolbox from Killian that is for men's classes, and I'm carrying all this stuff, but for me, my kit has always revolved around, that's it. Oh, sorry, that and that. Okay? And in more recent times, I've been a great proponent of the LLD, and I carry around my little thing with my daily dose in there, which is in there. I pre-organise it, and if you want to get them involved, chuck it in there for them, and it's like simple. It says Friday, so we'll have that if it's Friday. So we make it really simple for us guys, okay? So in there is actually a pack. They are kit packs. You probably can't read it behind me, but they are kit packs for sleep and snoring, for pain, for sports and outdoor activities, for mental and physical well-being, and guys grooming. So there's 5 packs in there I think we've got, and we're going to go through those just quickly for you now. So for men, mental health and physical well-being, what we've designed on that slide there is that you can just pick any of the ones that you like out of that pack. You don't have to buy the whole pack. So for guys, we want it really, really simple, and their first start doesn't want to be 12 different things they've got to start lathering themselves in. We're not used to putting potions and oils and creams and stuff all over our faces and bodies like you girls are. So to try and say, this is what I do, you start, we're like, no. Okay. So you can just pick the ones that you want to get out of here, and for me, the critical ones in this are LLV, DDR Prime, Frankincense, and a really good couple for guys is balance and elevation. Balance, just tell them, put it on the soles of your feet. Elevation, diffuse it. And that's it. And when you put it simply like that, guys can get it, okay? And they will start using it. Someone at the back already asked me and sent me a text message, will you come and do a class for us north of the river for men? The answer is yes, and I'll do it for anybody. So if you want to do those things, you need to book me in though, and let me know when you'd like it, and we'll get a group of guys together, and girls. The men's classes are not just for men, women are more than welcome to come along. Sleep and snoring, these are the oils. So when I teach my class, I ask who is there, what are their key concerns, and I guarantee you, not many guys will come up with a concern outside of the 5 or 6 that I've listed, because they're the main things that we need to keep us going. We're simple, all right? And I would suggest that the guys, you know, if they don't want to spend all that and make it really complicated, we just talk to them about getting, you know, vetiver, lavender and cedarwood would be the main ones there, and perhaps easy air or breathe. And we talk to them about which ones to put on the soles of their feet, which ones to diffuse, job done, okay? And of course, if snoring is the issue, then we add this little baby here, which is thyme, on the big toe, if you don't know that one already. Sports and outdoors. This is a really easy one. When we talk to guys, guys like statistics. Guys like to understand what the numbers behind why it works. Not the science necessarily, but just the numbers. So I tell them that peppermint, if they're training and they're doing sports, it gives you 51% increase in aerobic capability. And guy goes, oh yeah, I'll have some then. It also gives you an extra 25% in time to muscle exhaustion. And I go, yeah, give me 2 bottles. Okay? And it's as simple as that for guys. Pain. We all know this one. Vanessa has publicised this one extremely well, but Ice Blue Rub is a powerful one. A good friend of mine came to our house a couple of weeks ago, and we haven't caught up for maybe 3 years. And he was there, we were having lunch, or just some snacks, and he worked in metal fabrication here in Perth, and he had an injury, and his hand was stuck, and he couldn't close it. It was stuck like holding a tennis racket type thing. And every night he wakes up with it sort of seized and he's in pain. And while we sat there, I said, oh look, can I give you something to put on? And I gave out the layering method of frankincense, ice blue rub, and the ice blue oil, 1 drop of each of the oils. And I just let him be with that. And then after about 5 minutes or so, I said, how is it? And he was, for the first time in many, many months, could close his hand. Not make a tight fist, but he could close his hand down to about there. And I think it was that was on the Sunday before our men's class on the Tuesday or whatever it was. And he came to that, he was inspired to come to that, and he told everybody his story, and he was just amazed. So simple things like that are the kind of things that are going to make a difference for us guys. Seasonal threats. Just tell them, this is the on-guard blend is, yeah, but I've still got to go to work blend. And that's what I tell them. And they go, oh yeah, okay, I can deal with that. I've still got to go to work. And we make jokes about man flu. Just for the women so they have something to laugh at while I'm talking. Right? Yeah, like our flus aren't as important or as good, right? And grooming, my favourite blend for men. Like Vanessa has her not so secret love affair with Frankie Boy. Mine's sandalwood, and that's my favourite oil. And I use sandalwood, frankincense, and Aromatherapy as my man blend. And I put it in my little roller bottle, and that's it for my cologne. So I don't worry about colognes and all those kind of things because we don't put synthetic stuff on, right, Sharon? And these are the extras you've got to get, and that's it. So we keep it really, really accessible and simple. So I haven't given you a class here, I just wanted to go through it quickly. There's a men's guide for essential oils, which Tracy has lovingly put together for us based on all the information we've been collating, as well as all of her hard work in researching this. That's also available on the Food Alchemy website under Oils and Oil Resources, so you can actually download this. And it tells you all about all the things that I go through in the classes to talk to men, okay? So I guess it's a case of, for you women out there who want to get your men involved, is think about what it is that you need to do to motivate them to do anything, and realise that that's not challenging. But you think about it, I'm so serious, and I make this joke all the time, right? But you've all seen that movie, or hopefully a lot of you have seen that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, right? And the woman goes, the man is the head of the family, but the woman is the neck, and she can turn the head any way she wants to, right? So when it comes to redoing the house or going shopping or whatever it is, you're really, really, really good at, getting us to agree and go, yes. So start thinking about it in that way and go, okay, how do I really get him to? And can simplify it. We keep it really, really simple, and they'll be much more interested. So there's Vanessa's man blend up here, which she loves, of Aromatherapy, Hawaiian sandalwood, wild orange, and ylang ylang, which are my favourites as well. And that's it for men's Aromatherapy. First class, we had 50 people there, and I would say there was probably 35-ish guys and 15 girls who had to drag him along for the first time. But the guys all came up afterwards and said, when's your next one? I'll come to that. I can't wait. So that makes a small difference, a small drop in the ocean of changing the balance, I guess, slightly. Thanks very much for coming today, and now I'll get the girls to come back up and get back into their next session.